As far as digestion, what was the transition period when going all carnivore, and has it been consistent throughout the 13 years?
So you mean as far as my digestion, as far as
Like eating an all meat diet, how is your digestion? Because we
You want to
hear
know how her poop looks.
basically.
yeah,
So
okay. Yeah, so the poop question is so common because it goes immediately to the question of, well, how do you get your fiber? Where's your fiber coming from?
I'm not
And I
going
just
there.
say, and I say I shit just fine. I there's no issue whatsoever. It's really not an issue at all. And initially transitioning, if you listen to Joe Rogan, he did the World Carnivore Month. I guess it was last year, maybe it was his first year. And then, he talked about the first couple of weeks of having diarrhea. Well, yeah, our bodies, again, they have to acclimate to now this proper way of eating. And it's so used to all this shit you've been putting in it for decades now. Yeah, you got to expect some transition. But so for me, long term, yeah, it's amazingly wonderful. It's just like there's very little. Okay, we're going to get into TMI here. There's very little bulk. It's very little volume because there's no undigestible cellulose that you would get from plant matter or fruit, like the undigestible cellulose part of a lot of the plant matter. That's not there. So, and there's meat is so bioavailable as far as the usability. There's not much waste that has to go through. So the volume, so here we go. Yeah, the volume is really the volume and the frequency. But I mean, I still go, I'd say every day, it's not, and again, perfectly comfortable, normal, no issue whatsoever. You can read an entire book called Fiber Menace, which is pretty incredible, which discounts the whole issue of needing fiber. And there's some really interesting studies that show that the cellulose and fibrous matter is actually what is abrasive to our colons and can cause polyps. Yeah. So, so there's all sorts of differing opinions. And yeah, we can all go crazy trying to go down the rabbit holes. But the bottom line is, if I tell people, if you feel great, you're lean, you're not on any medication, and you have no medical diagnosis, you're on the right track.